It's Nikki, and I am here to let you know that it is well, Mama. So, this is my YouTube channel. Welcome if you are new. It's a place where we talk about how to make you look good, feel good, and then not lose your sanity while you are a mom. Because we all know it's hard to keep it all together. My neighbors just decided to start cutting grass. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's not too loud and disruptive because this is literally my only time to film this video right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So in today's video, we are going to talk about how to manage your stress or de-stress while being in these harsher kind of environment that we're in right now. I know a lot of states have been kind of relaxing on their stay-at-home orders and things like that, and you are able to go out and do a little bit more. But I know for North Carolina, our numbers are still going up, like steadily going up. Hospitalizations are steadily going up, and so I'm not going to be surprised if we don't have a second round of stay-at-home orders, or at least a mandatory like mask wearing kind of a thing, because right now it's mostly optional. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys like 5 or 6 tips that I have been really doing over the last couple of months to maintain some semblance of normalcy and just de-stressing while dealing with this whole coronavirus situation. So the first thing that I have been doing with my family on a regular basis is taking a walk, just getting outside. And I know that's something so simple, but it is so important for your mental health. Just getting fresh air, a little vitamin D, and just enjoying the weather like while it's warm has been crucial to us not completely going crazy. The kids love it too, because they've been cooped up in the house, and my children are pretty small. They're 7 and 3, and they're used to playing and doing things, and they don't know how to just like sit down and draw for hours on end. Like they do that for a little bit, then they get bored. So since we work during the day and they're constantly sitting, we make sure that we take them outside any chance that we get. So of course, if it's raining or something like that, we don't really go out, but we have had some pretty nice weather here in North Carolina. It's been very mild. It's been warm, but not too humid. So we go on a walk, we play outside, let them ride their bikes, their scooters, whatever. But I would say that that is probably the biggest thing that has helped us as far as balancing just the stress of being in lockdown. So find a place that has like a walking trail, or just walk around your neighborhood, or wherever you can go. We are really fortunate that we live right on a greenway space that is like 2 miles long. So we tend to go down there every single day. But that's my suggestion to you. I promise it makes a huge difference. Number 2 is look for safe activities. I don't know your comfort level, but for me, I just don't feel comfortable taking my kids in the stores quite yet. I don't feel comfortable like hanging around a whole bunch of people quite yet. I know that some people do. Like I have some friends that's like, oh, I'm going out to eat because they opened the restaurant. I'm not. Take out only, baby. So what I would suggest is to find activities that limit your contact with people. If you live close to the beach, go to the beach. But stay away from people, because people are nasty, honey. They're nasty. They don't cover their mouth. They don't wash their hands. I ain't got time for that. So yeah, go to the beach if you can find a little space where you're not right underneath someone. We did this really fun activity over the weekend. It's called Lazy 5 Ranch here. It's right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. We took the kids there, and it was fantastic. It was basically a drive-through zoo. Oh my gosh, we loved it. So we got to buy a little bucket of feed to feed the animals, and you basically ride through this, I think it's about 3 miles long little trail, and you roll your windows down and let the kids feed the animals. So we had so much fun, but some of the animals were a little scary, like the ginormous bull that was the size of my husband's truck. When he came to the window, we lit that thing up. I was like, I'm sorry, little bull. I'm not trying to discriminate against you, but I ain't trying to let you stick your head up into my car and in my space. But anyway, the kids loved it. And I mean, I think we loved it probably just as much as they did. So, fun activities like that. We stayed in our car. You didn't have to get out. Your contact with people was very minimal, but it was still fun. And the kids felt like they weren't just sitting in the house all day. Um, my next thing, so number 3, is to do small projects at home. So, for instance, my closet has been bursting at the seams, and it is something that I have been wanting to do for quite some time, but I've just kept putting it off. Well, Corona gave me nothing but time and opportunity. So I cleaned out my closets and I went through all of our closets. Mine, I went through the kids' closets, I went through the pantry, I went through literally everything and just started throwing stuff away. If it was something that was able to be donated, I have put it aside so that we can drop that off whenever the time is right. But yeah, do some small home improvement things. And it doesn't have to be anything major. I mean, if you want to go and retile your floor, by all means, do it. But if you want something just smaller, look at just getting more organized. You know, go through the kids' toy chests, because my kids had so many toys and a lot of them were like those little McDonald's toys. Like, get that mess out of here. So take that time, get your house in order, because when your house is cleaner and more organized, I don't know about you, but I tend to feel so much better. Like, I'm not as stressed and just like, oh, this house is disgusting. You know what I mean? So do that. It's so therapeutic, I promise. Number 4, pick up a hobby. So I have been working on learning a new language. It doesn't have to be that extreme. And this is something that I was working on well before coronavirus even happened, but now I'm spending more time doing it. So I have been trying to learn Spanish over the past, I would say, 7 months. Like really studying it about 7 months. I started it maybe about 1.5 years ago, but I was very inconsistent. Just did it whenever I got the urge to do it. But I would say in the last 7 months, I've really been going at it really hardcore. And I use a lot of different ways to learn it, but I feel like I'm a pretty intermediate level now. I can understand a lot of Spanish when I hear it. So I'm working on learning how to speak it. Like, I can speak with a decent accent for the most part. Like, of course, I know I sound American because I am, but I can roll my R's and things like that. But it's more so just getting comfortable with speaking to native speakers. But anyway, it doesn't necessarily have to be learning Spanish, but of course you could do something like learn how to crochet or knit, learn how to paint, or not even necessarily learn, but just do it because you love it. That's a good way to just de-stress and take your mind off of all of the craziness that's going on in the world. Number 5 sounds really, really corny to some people, but it has really helped me tremendously, and that is meditation. Yes, meditation. I know. Don't picture me sitting over here like, I don't do all that. But I do sit in silence, either really early in the morning, sometimes. Oh, my light. Pause. My ring light cut out. So my 3-year-old kind of broke my ring light, like the actual power part. He's a little destructive, and so you have to hold it a certain way, and if it comes off wrong, then the light cuts out. So sorry about that. But anyway, yes, meditation is huge. It will really just calm you. It will get you into a good space mentally. If you are a believer in a higher being like God or Jesus, it really can connect you in that regard. Even if you are not a believer, if you're more of an atheist or just whatever you identify as, it still can get you in a really good spot, because I am a firm believer in energy and energy being transferred. So throughout the universe and just however you feel from person to person. I really believe that energy is important, and it is something that you can gain and give. So meditation is a good way to get grounded and just really clear your thoughts and get back on a good kind of frequency, if that makes sense. If you need some ideas for meditation, like if you're new, like I was really new to meditation, I'd say maybe in the last year or so. I find that I like the app called 10%. It's like 10% happier or something like that. I'll find it and link it. But I like it. I've heard some people like Headspace, which I tried Headspace and it's decent, but I really like 10% a little bit more. But yeah, there's tons of meditation apps and things that you can do to learn how to meditate. And then finally, if you are one of the unfortunate people who have lost their job during this epidemic, pandemic or whatever, first of all, I'm so sorry, because I know as much as we would love to say that money doesn't matter, you kind of need money. That's how you live. You can't have food and shelter and things without money. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. But if you can't find a job just right off, look into things like DoorDash, Shipt, Uber, just to kind of get some income coming in, and just don't give up. Like, continue to put out your resume where you can. And yeah, just really, really try to keep your mental space healthy in that area. And I know I can't really relate right now because I am not jobless, but I know at one point when I was jobless, and of course it wasn't during a pandemic, but I was really in need of money. And I know that that can be really disheartening. And I just want you to keep your head up, keep pushing. Something's going to happen for you. You're going to get that breakthrough that you need. And I know that's easier said than done, but just try really hard to stay in good spirits, because it's hard. Like, I understand that it's hard. But if you have any questions, any comments, concerns, whatever it is, feel free to leave them below. I would love to hear from you guys as always. But for now, that is it for this video. If you liked this content, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Be sure to tell your friends about me if you want them to see other stuff. Okay. But anyway, I love talking with you guys, and I'm so glad to be back. And I look forward to seeing you in the next upload. Bye, guys.